This should be useful.
Hunter? I kind of figured this operation would take a while. There's a lot of moving parts to keep track of.
Another new member? We should probably start charging dues. Hunter.
What's 2 months in the scope of things, really? It takes time to stop. See you soon.
Hi, kiddo.
Hello?
Hey kid, a mutual friend needs our help.
Logan? But how did you get...
I have my ways. Look, you want to help or not?
Depends on the friend.
Aurora Monroe.
Oh, of course. I'm free now.
Good. You know where to find us.
Where the trouble is.
Eliana, thank you for coming.
Aurora, you can always count on me.
A friendship for all seasons is a powerful thing. Thank the goddess for that. We miss you at the school. You are always welcome home.
I found my home with the Midnight Suns. But that does not mean I leave friends behind. What is the problem?
A year ago, the professor detected a mutant living here with dormant abilities. I met with her, a fierce young woman named Dahlia, and invited her to attend Xavier's school. She declined. The orphanage was all she knew. I came here today to see if she had changed her mind, but according to the orphanage, she disappeared 3 months ago.
Let me guess. As soon as her powers manifested.
It's my fault. I didn't want to push her. To take her away from the only place she felt safe. I thought she could hide in plain sight a bit longer. I was wrong.
You did what you thought was right. As you always do.
Dahlia would never harm another person. And now she slipped through the cracks. Another ghost in the wind.
This city is not kind to its ghosts.
Especially not when it's infested with vampires.
That's why we're gonna find her before they do.
They already found us.
Protect the children, at any cost. As if preying on the innocent wasn't enough for them. They come for the most vulnerable.
I would call them cowards, but they are just mindless scavengers looking for an easy...
I've got something they can chew on right here.
Ah, Logan. Together again. Just like old times.
This will have to...
That must have taken practice.
The forces of nature conspire.
Crude, but effective.
This is what you came for. Face your end.
Whatever works for you.
Look to the skies. The end comes for us all eventually.
I'm the best there is. So what are you doing here?
I should have been more vigilant. Dahlia was on her own here, alone with her burgeoning abilities.
There was only so much you could do. Think how many mutants have faced the same difficulties. Upbringing to face such undeserved trials.
It falls to us to ensure that doesn't happen. Not here, not anywhere. At least we got here in time to protect the children.
Why bother protecting society's dregs? Hmm? It is beneath your stature.
Beneath me, all I see is you.
The new breed vampires are an evolution, just as mutants were before them. But vampires continue to grow. Mutants remain tethered to humanity. A broken branch on the evolutionary tree. These cast-offs are not your family. They are fuel. There is a food chain. And it is time we ate up.
Surely you see it. Just as mutants push humanity ever closer to the ash heap, so too will this new breed. It is the natural order of this world.
There is nothing natural about what you've done.
Any mutant seeking to dominate humanity does not speak for us. Ah, that is your mistake, not mine.
Very effective.
I'm gonna rip you a new. Now for something real special. Nice move, bub.
I'm right here. Consider it done.
I will deliver you from your trap.
Forever in service.
Our long wait is at an end. This world has a new apex.
We are...
It seems they have brought more friends.
If you were truly evolved, you would see how your actions against those who cannot defend themselves are misguided.
Do they care about their meat? One does not justify the other. Your mind is twisted.
Or maybe I...
Never.
Are you prepared?
You will suffer.
They would still battle the elements?
gods would not stand before us as arrogantly as you have. This will help. Always hold a grudge.
Got some more flunkies coming in.
We will not allow you to spread this plague across the world.
My kind have little to fear from you. We are the future.
If they're not scared yet, they better get started.
Be happy you can still draw breath.
This is gonna hurt. I've got a reputation to protect. Coming at me now. Should do the trick.
I call to the elements. They really want me gone.
Cannot be deterred.
Should I be afraid?
Our time has come. Not my
Arm Alpha reinforcing.
As mutants, you should understand the struggle my kind has faced.
prevail. For now.
Still getting better after...
Drop!
That was a quarter of my power. I'm glad the training stayed with you.
The danger room left an impression. As you did with Sin. She won't be back.
It's why she was here in the first place that concerns me.
Agreed. This is bigger than us. If we're going to take on Sin...
And find Dahlia.
We need reinforcements.
Most of the X-Men are off-planet dealing with the Shi'ar brood war.
Don't worry. The Midnight Suns will help.
Storm, is it?
Indeed. You must be the hunter. Magic told me about you.
Why does that make me nervous?
Nothing but good things, I promise. Thank you for welcoming me into your home. I must say, this place is unlike anything I've seen before. There is an air of mystery and wonder, but it feels welcoming and safe all at the same time. How curious.
The Abbey is special. It even holds secrets that I have not uncovered.
Sounds unique indeed. I can already see the similarities between here and Xavier School. Speaking of, what do you think is the most interesting part of the Abbey?
I grew up in the Abbey, but I'm still discovering new things about my home.
It's all part of getting older. Perspective gives us a new way of looking at our surroundings.
Can perspective open doors which require passwords?
No, sadly not. Apologies. I have been dominating the conversation. Have you any questions for me?
Yes, I have a few.
By all means, ask away.
Can you tell me about your background?
I won't go into too much detail, but I was left orphaned as a child. I learned how to fend for myself and became a skilled pickpocket.
You stole from others?
To survive, and it worked. I scraped by. After a few years, my mutant abilities presented themselves, and I was approached by Xavier to join the X-Men. The rest is history.
I feel like you were leaving some parts out.
Perhaps. My past is just that. It is behind me, and I prefer to focus on what is ahead.
I saw bright lights coming from your hands. What was that?
It's a little complicated, but I have the power to control the weather and atmosphere. What you saw back there was electricity.
Wow, that is amazing. Now I understand the meaning behind your name.
Thunder and lightning don't roll off the tongue as easily.
You said your powers are complicated. May I ask how?
Maybe I'll go into full detail another time, but let's just say I can't mess with Mother Nature too much.
I see. Like checks and balances?
Exactly.
What is your given name?
Aurora Monroe. What about yours?
The Hunter.
Short and sweet. I like it.
Does your name hold any significance like mine does?
I was told it meant beauty. A little embarrassing, but I understand the intent.
I changed my mind.
The offer still stands.
I hope we locate Dahlia soon. A new mutant on their own. It is a difficult life.
Storm's as good as they come.
Real shocking turn of events, eh, Hunter? The storm puns are brewing, don't you worry.
Anything else on your mind?
Why are Hydra soldiers willingly turning into vampires?
Define willingly. I think that's Sin's influence.
They must be extremely devoted to agree to such a change.
Or more terrified of what Sin will do if they don't. I wonder how becoming a bloodsucker mixes with the gamma serum already in their systems. I bet that's one hell of a hangover.
Thanks, Carol.
See ya.
More doesn't mean better. If they want to be part of...
Thank you for offering your aid, Hunter. Our search for Dahlia cannot begin soon enough.
You know, you are not as intimidating as you think you are.
What brought this on?
It is just a feeling.
Feelings don't just come from nowhere, Hunter.
Okay. It is something I have noticed over time.
You don't see me as hard to approach.
Not in the slightest.
Is that right?
I think you like to seem intimidating.
Not entirely. I'm used to being business most of the time, and it's hard to shed that mentality after hours.
Here I thought we could bond over being the most frightening in the Abbey.
Sorry to disappoint. I am always glad to hear what you think of me. I had a fantastic time. Well done. I enjoyed spending time with you, Hunter. I forget how quickly time passes when I'm reading. Hello, Hunter. I hope you are well.
I was hoping to ask you some questions.
By all means, ask away.
I changed my mind.
The offer still stands.
So, what do you think of Storm?
She seems promising.
Seems promising? She is one of 3 people I will follow into battle without question.
I did not realize how much you respected her.
She was my mentor. Of course I respected her. But it had to be earned first. Some leaders blather on to avoid making tough decisions. But not Storm.
She did not go into much detail about the extent of her powers, but they sound impressive.
Impressive? She is 100% grade A badass.
100 badasses. Got it.
Ah, you are hopeless.
job I take has got to be on a boat.
Ready to work?
Both grow stronger. Both even more incredible.
Don't stress it too much. There's no wrong answers here.
Don't worry.
Practice makes perfect. Yeah, I guess it is a tough decision. Back again. Do your thing. Hunter. There's 2 months I'll never get back. We better win this thing.
What's happening, Hunter?
Bye. At least I'm not the only one adjusting to this midnight sun.
I am done with all this mysterious secrecy business, and you have got to get over it too.
This isn't about me trying to... Are there any curses I should be aware of? It may not be...
Hey, Hunter. This never gets old. You're welcome, Hunter. Big. Start the coil extraction process. Not Not bad, right? So, what did you have in mind?
Not exactly an infinity stone, but it will do.
Not my best work, but it'll do. All right, now we're talking.
As they say, beggars can't be choosers, even among superheroes. Another tool in our fight against Lilith. Even small improvements can provide large advantages.
All right, here's the plan. I'll hit this thing with the big hammer, and you transform it into something useful.
That's all I can expect of your contribution, then? No materials analysis, no tactical projection?
See you, Hunter. What's up, Paige?
Fascinating.
Let's touch base.
Tony and I have been researching this God Killer as best we can. We've been limited by what's available to us here in the Abbey.
I should hope you have found something by now.
Well, the fact of the matter is that I have. It's a bit troubling, to tell you the truth. I really need to double-check my findings. There are a few more scrolls I should consult.
Why will you not tell me, Strange? What exactly are you hiding?
I'm not hiding anything, Hunter, and I don't care much for the accusation. The truth is something quite disturbing, and I'm not one to casually flaunt that information around like so much internet gossip. However, we don't need distrust around here, not with Lilith's power growing, so perhaps I should tell you what I know now. I suspected this blade had a connection to Chthon, but I didn't realize how intimate that connection truly was.
I am not sure I like where this is going.
I feel unclean even saying these words, but the God Killer wasn't just made to fight Chthon, it's made of Chthon.
I'm sorry, this is somehow worse than I was expecting. Could you repeat that?
The ancient texts tell of Chthon's last appearance in our plane when the forces of humanity assembled to drive him back, and in doing so, they sliced off part of the Dark God. That part was lost to the ages, until now. It has resurfaced, now forged into a weapon. The God Killer.
Incredible.
Part of me feels we should throw it into the forge right now and wash our hands of it completely.
Throw it in the flames? Why? The God Killer is not just a cast-off appendage of the Dark God. It is a way for us to attain the same heights of power that a god commands.
Be careful with your thirst for power, Hunter. Though we are blessed with might greater than average mortals, seeking more is a path that can only lead to ruin.
I feel drawn to it, like it wants me to pick it up.
I suspect you're the only one who could do it. Every attempt I've made to touch it has not gone well.
I knew it. I knew you were holding back something.
I had intended to consult with Hunter privately before telling the whole team, but yes, now you know.
I suspected it was part of Chthon. You don't normally encounter daggers that immediately make you feel like you want to throw them far out to sea. But if you feel like picking it up, go on.
I can feel the power of it, rising and falling, like it is breathing.
I could use something like that as a nightlight.
A weapon like this is not to be trifled with. I think we're very lucky that Red Skull kept it buried away as deep as he did.
What, was he socking it away for a rainy day?
He probably thought he could use it to kill Lilith.
This world's only big enough for one psycho-narcissist tyrant, I guess.
And now it is ours, and let nothing stand in our way.
Of course. Never mind.
Oh, knock it off with the mysterious stuff. Just come out and say what's on your mind.
It's entirely possible Lilith could have an entirely different use for the God Killer. She could use it to complete Chthon.
Well, that changes things.
Hunter, I need you in the war room as soon as possible.
Later.
Tony and Dr. Strange may think they're the epicenter of our operations, but we all know this is where the real magic happens. I feel like it's time the Prophecy introduced some new authors. Let's roll, Hunter.
We're almost there, kiddo. Finish what you need to finish, while there's still time.
I will let you know when I am ready. Agatha.
What brings you to the library at this hour?
In your reading about Chthon, have you come across anything about a weapon made from a piece of his body?
This is about the God Killer, isn't it?
It is.
You already know what it's made of. Why are you so interested in knowing more?
I feel a connection with it.
Well, the hilt and your collar were crafted by your ancestors.
Yes, but it is the blade that glows when I come near it. Almost as if it recognizes me.
It recognized you?
Yes, it seemed to respond to my presence.
Curious. I wish I had an explanation for you, but I don't. Since Strange learned of the Blade's more than disturbing origins, I've been doing more digging on the subject. While I haven't come across anything specific about the God Killer or its apparent tendency to illuminate, I did find one hopeful nugget of information about it that should come as some comfort to you.
Please continue then. I could use all the hope and comfort I can get.
There is reason for both. You see, if Red Skull kept the God Killer as a means of double-crossing Lilith and protecting himself from Chthon, he was wise. According to the texts I've been reading, only Chthon can kill Chthon. If that blade really is made from him, it's the only thing in all of creation that can destroy him. The question is, are you sure you're up to taking your mother's life in order to end Chthon's? Because the God Killer now makes that possibility very much a reality.
Yes, even if it means sacrificing my own again to do it.
I hope with all of my soul it doesn't come to that.
But I must prepare myself for the possibility that it will, that I will die.
Do not give up hope on yourself, on the life you might get to lead. You have made friends here, and I know they care about you. There are so many reasons to live.
And that is why I must do everything in my power to fight for them. Even if it means I will not experience them myself.
If there's one thing I love about you the most, it's your kind heart. It deserves to go on beating.
I do not.
Oh, yes you do. Like you said, you die for them. That's what your ancestors would call love. They would be proud. You, my dear, have the weight of the world on you more than ever now, and it shows. Perhaps getting some rest while you still can is in order.
And you, Agatha? Do spirits ever rest?
Not this one. Not until I know every single soul I care about is safe. Until we speak again.
I'm almost getting used to seeing you on your feet again. Almost.
Ready for more? I think we've got something for everyone. Time's wasting, Hunter. Later.
Well, hello there.
Places, people. The end is nigh. It's time for Lilith to die.
Hulk not need more friends! Big help for Hulk! Hulk heard you! Okay. Hulk went easy. Now. Smash complete. No more waiting. Just what Hulk needs. Time to... match for Hulk. Why try to fight? Don't try again.
What's shaking?
Well, are you ready to defy a prophecy?
Not yet, but soon.
Good. Let me know when you're ready.
Just because there is talk of a slime monster lurking beneath Manhattan does not mean...
Oh, it does. Look, I know Eddie and Venom. They're not what you'd call unsore losers. And we did, you know, kind of bury them under an old bell tower.
Has anyone seen the creature since?
Long gone by the time S.H.I.E.L.D. showed up. They go to ground when you wound their pride. In this case, underground.
Venom on the loose, licking his wounds.
Now that's a friendly neighborhood problem. So, how about we go solve it?
Do you have a question?
You gotta work on your social cues.
That Venom will hold a grudge.
Well, I wouldn't say worried. I've come to expect it.
You still think this is a good idea?
We got all the slime in the world. So, where's our slime monster?
Vampire. Vampires.
Maybe it's the Downtown Express?
Sounds like a lair.
Sounds like...
Slime monster.
Time for seconds.
Breakfast for dinner, I guess, with a side of vamp over easy.
Not so easy for the vamp.
Oh, gross, Eddie! It's hard to know who to root for in these parasite versus parasite situations.
Parasite?
A demonically possessed symbiote?
With a vampire's bloodlust.
Not good.
Come on, Eddie, don't do this!
They are definitely doing this.
I should have known that thing would crawl back to the sewers once Lilith had no use for it. Tell yourself whatever you have to.
Not to interrupt, but have you really been eating those vampires, Eddie?
Eatable.
So if you are what you eat, what does that make you? This would be a lot easier if you guys just give up now.
break its hold!
That armor must be stronger than it looks. Otherwise, you're in trouble. This is low even for you, Eddie. Moping in the sewers, scarfing down the undead. You're better than this.
We are better! Better than Lilith! Better than you!
God, that more on a personal, even spiritual level.
We know your blood will make us stronger than she ever could!
He has not lost his way with words.
Deserve this.